Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dragon Wilds. Now, this might be the first time you're seeing this game. You may have played it yourself. It is RuneScape Survival. Some people are heralding it as RuneScape 4. I don't think it quite deserves that title yet. But it is almost RuneScape 4. It's just not an MMO at all, so it's not. But the graphics are nice, and it's third person as opposed to sort of top down that we're all used to. It's a very beautiful game. I've played it quite a lot, and I really enjoy it. Now, before we get too far into Dragon Wilds, let's just, at the very, very start of this, let's talk about my channel. I've not made a video for a while. I'm sure no one's really that interested, seeing as I have like 8 people who follow the channel. However, it's mainly because I got quite bored of PKing on my pure, if I'm being honest. I didn't really want to become a PK channel, but then I don't have an account that can do anything interesting. So currently, the only thing I'm doing on RuneScape is I have been sat at the Nightmare Zone for the last like 6 weeks, just training my stats. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so unless you want content on that, which would be quite exciting, I'm sure, I think the best thing for us to do would be make content on something different. And actually, this game has just come out in almost the perfect timing. So to keep it on theme with the channel vibe of the old RuneScapian, we are going for Dragon Wilds Episode 1. Sit back, relax. Hopefully you'll enjoy me exploring this place. As I say, I have completed the alpha, so I'm kind of aware of what's going to happen. However, I've seen some new stuff in a video that someone posted, and it actually made me think, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. So yes, Dragon Wilds Episode 1. Sit back, relax. Let's get into this. Okay, let's do some knocking about. Wise old man. Okay, so I'm going to skip past most of that dialogue. I'll be honest with you. As I say, I've already completed the alpha. So I'm fairly used to how everything works. We can skip the tutorial. That didn't happen when I first played, and actually that was really cool. I'll be honest with you. That was dope. See, the first thing you see when you leave and you're in the open world should be a dragon. Skyrim led by that logic, and now Dragon Wilds is leading by that logic. We love the idea of the first thing you see in any game being a dragon. So let's just absolutely wreck this guy's shit. There we go. Have some of that. Yeah, I love the idea of the first thing you see when you leave a game world, or you enter a game world, I should say, is a dragon flying overhead, especially if that's like the main thing. It's absolutely fantastic. We love to see a dragon. So yeah, I'm literally just going to run around here, pick up every stone and every single bit of loot that I can find on the floor on this map. Just beat some kebits up. It might be useful for food a bit later on. Right, can I make anything in my bag? Let's have a look. I can make a campfire. That'll do. So I'm just going to bang a quick campfire down here. Actually didn't get anything super useful apart from some water, which I'm going to decant now. I'm going to go back and actually decant a bit more of that into clean water. Because it's quite useful to have clean water. So let's dump that in. Right, this kebit can go as well. Absolutely battered. Right, Stone City, let's grab some stones. It's a lot of spamming E at the ground, I'll be honest. At the very start of this game, there's a lot of looking at the ground and spamming E as much as you can. Now, for some reason, this is giving me levels. Now, don't you love the skills menu? Let me just show you. Look how cool this shit is. It's just the same game, but like more exciting. I absolutely love it. Everything just looks so good. Lore. That was a placeholder before, so that looks cool now. Yeah, look at this game. Look at it. Use your eyes to see. It's incredible looking, isn't it? With the sun in the background. And, you know, you look off into the horizon and, like, things that you need to go to the end of the game are visible from the start of the game, right? You're kind of automatically led to running that way. I mean, at the moment, that would be a shit idea, but that is effectively not the end of the game, because I'm sure they're going to build on it, and I'm sure they have built on it since I last played. But that is effectively the end of the game. And we're looking at it from here, and it's absolutely fantastic. We love the idea behind that. Just immediately coming out and seeing the end, or well, at least seeing like a structure that you need to run to. It's like Elden Ring. When you run out and it's just a huge ass gold thing in the distance, you're just automatically pressured to run that way. It's just fantastic. I really do love it. Right, let's bang a crafting table down. It doesn't really matter where I'm doing this stuff at the moment because I'm going to build elsewhere. But for now, it's just somewhere that I'm going to be. So let's craft an axe. I need one more stone. Of course I do. I thought I counted 8, but I didn't. Really quickly. Craft. Weapon wise, I'm not too fussed at the moment. You can get away with your fists for a lot of the start of the game, really. So let's just chop a tree. Just sort of show you the animations for that because I absolutely love it. Chopping trees down is super cool. In fact, I would argue that everything on this game is super cool. If I'm being honest, I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm still not an over-the-head chopper yet. I need to get some levels up a bit before I can start overhead chopping. But yeah, it's good fun. As I say, I played the beta, so I've been here, I've done this. I know that if I aim between these two, I can break them both at the same time. I know this. I've just been here and done that. Oh, I've got the overhead chop now. Look at this. Boom. Just under double damage for an overhead chop, which is nice. If you can get the logs to sort of be together, you can hit them both at once. Let's straight up start off. Let's see if we can make anything. So I need 8 stones, so I'm going to go run and get those. Let's grab a stone club because we're going to need a weapon. Let's grab a shield because shields are useful, believe it or not. So here is the sort of general weapon sort of setup that you start with. As I say, it depends on the sort of items you get. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, so this, I didn't see this. So there's a set bonus to this particular outfit, the Pioneer's Scarf and Pioneer's Cape. I assume that's because, right, okay, because we bought it in the alpha, I guess. Right, we need to drop something that's going to give us food. So let's go kill a rat so that we can eat. Here he is. Oh. Boom. That's one rat dead. There was a chest up here in the alpha, so I'm going to see if it's still there. Don't think there is. I don't know if I can destroy these. No. Okay, there is a rat around here though. I think I'm going to get him from the back. Hey, yo. Okay. Cool. That's some animal meat. I'm just going to drop one more rat. Oh, actually, I might just keep going, to be fair. So let's bang some rat meat in here. Make some rat roasts so that I can eat. I need to... There we go. Right. And that is that. Now, in terms of the rest of the items, I really could do with getting... Does this even require anything? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. So I need to get some... Let me see what I can build. Let me see what I can build first off. Let's see what we can build. Oh, not a lot. Not a lot. I must be missing something. It could be flax. I may need to go and get some flax. I could really do with this spinning wheel almost immediately. One of the first sort of items that I'd want to get is a spinning wheel. Let's just eat a bit of this rat meat. Let's get my food up a little bit. Although it doesn't seem to be working very well. But okay, we're up to 77. I guess that's okay. Keep going. Right. I'm going to grab some... well, I'm going to try and grab some flax because you can spin flax. And I can't remember the items that are required to make a spinning wheel. I certainly don't think it's planks. Okay. Yeah, I assume they died. Right, let's run up. Try and find some stuff. Wait, what we got? So what do we... We've got a lot of small animal fangs. They're useful for bone arrows. Animal hide scraps and coarse animal fur. Both of these things are useful. Hide scraps are more used for making regular hide and then making leather. And then we have coarse animal fur, which is going to be really useful for making string. And then string can then be used to make bowstring. It's obviously going to be very useful for us at some point. So, stone boulder. It's always useful to just mine some stones as you're knocking around. If I'm honest, when you get runes, this is completely outclassed by the spell. So there's a spell called Rock Explosion, and it will just immediately blow that up. And you'll see what I mean later on. But instead of hitting multiple rocks to get all the ores out for hours, you can sort of immediately do it with the Rock Explosion. So it's a super useful spell. And we'll aim for that later on. Now, some of the best food in the game is potatoes and cabbages together. And you can make a stew with that. And that was one of the best foods in the alpha. It healed you a lot. So hopefully it does the same here. As I say, we're picking up everything we can find here. I might actually grab some... rune essence just to start that off. Now, fun fact, in Ashen 4, you can shoot down the rune essence above you. So if there's rune essence floating, as you can see on the left here, you can actually shoot that down. I don't know if we can hit it with an axe. Yeah, we can. So you can knock it down like that, which is a really cool way of doing it. And then once again, you can hit more than one thing at a time if you get the angle right. So AoE is a useful feature. Lots of stuff you can do in here. It's all going to be super useful to us. So as I was saying, I'm going to pick up quite a lot of rune essence. We're going to need it quite frequently, so it's a nice thing to have. Just wait for my energy to come back. I'm just going to give it one last whack. Done. If I run into any rats, I'm going to drop them because the food is useful. Oh shit, they hurt. These tier 2 rats. They're obviously going to hurt a bit more than regular rats. So the ones we were fighting before were just tier 1 rats. So, there we go, we got them eventually. Your weapons do a lot less damage in a tier 2 area. Oh, there we go. We've got the special attacks. There they are. I was talking about them earlier on. The special attacks are really cool, especially when you get into a tier 2 fight when you only got tier 1 gear. You can kind of just run along and just absolutely twat things. It's just fantastic. I believe that I can make a spinning wheel now, which, as I say, is going to be a very useful addition for us. Spinning wheel should allow us to create string, which will allow us to create a bow. And as I understand it, bow being one of the better items in the game. Oh, I need one more flax. That is unfortunate. So yeah, there's a dragon door there. So I don't know if I just tried to ping it. There's a dragon door there. It's actually really cool. Within there's like loads of cool sort of creatures you can kill. I think we need wind step to make it over there. Wind step is a spell that allows us to jump really high. But yeah, I should, in theory, be able to either come that way and wind step over, or you might be able to achieve it from here. I'm not 100% though. I spent some more time exploring the map. It wasn't particularly interesting, but I did manage to find myself a bow. After I did this, we then went out and found ourselves a dragon vault. This is where shit got real. See if we can get all the way through this vault. So if I hit this one, I'd imagine the other one's probably going to get kind of pissed, but let's just give it a go. Yeah, so there's 2 of them now on me. As I say, they're going to cast spells and stuff. I should be able to kill them both with my bow and arrow. Oh shit. This is tight. Can't even lie. That was leave this video off here. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Dragon Wilds. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on in the comments. It feels like it's quite slow paced, but it is quite a slow paced game. If there's anything you want to see or anything you think I could do better, drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.